get on with it. Finding your purpose. The reason why I picked this topic now is because that's what I've been thinking about and feeling through for the past some hours. Been a little tired today. And I go through these cycles, First, one opening in some way, one epiphany or realization. And that can be, it could be my heart feeling a little more open, or perhaps some light energy moving around in my, up and down my spine, or feeling a little new, that the body is changing, that the nervous system is operating differently, that life looks a little different, more open. And then there's a phase where it has to be integrated. And I can see, because I've expanded my view or my perception, consciousness, expanded awareness, then I can also see what I have to work on. So then I always go through a phase where I see what I'm not really happy with, what I can do better. And there's a mix of, I can do those things better, which is true and important to kind of sort out and reflect upon. And also, it's also important to let that go as well, because that's also somewhat based in I'm not good enoughness. And it also has that important self-evaluation. So that's what I call the dark night of the soul. And then there's a more equanimous phase, more peaceful and more clarity. And in the past phase, the dark night, it's usually I look at my life and I'm like, I need to do that better, and I'm not happy with that. And I need to be more, connected. I'm not as cool as I would like to be. How can I become cooler to people, kinder, and more, connected? How can I become more, spread more joy? And then that's that equanimity phase. After that, I kind of come to peace with that, and I'm not really annoyed. I'm not really annoyed with my life. I'm kind of happy with my life, even though I didn't really do much in that dark night phase. Even though I kind of argued that I should do something to fix this. But And then there's some integration of all of that in that equanimous phase, where there's one, it's like it's becoming integrated. I'm reaching a full circle on that. But this video is about finding purpose, finding your purpose. How do you really find your purpose? I think the short answer, and I think it's a good answer, and I got it especially, tons of people are saying it, but there's this teacher called Bentinho Mossari, and also I think he got it from that guy who says he's an alien, called Bashar. He's making videos on YouTube. And he says, follow your excitement to the best of your ability at any given moment. I think it's just follow excitement, because that will lead you to learning. You will learn quicker than if you don't follow your excitement. If you follow your boredom or your whatever you think you should be doing, it's gonna not be that passionate. You're not really It's gonna be kind of dull, right? And lifeless. Yeah. And sometimes it doesn't really work out. Sometimes it's not really what society thinks you should be doing. I wonder why nobody is here. Oh, maybe it's because sound? Not that, I think. What? Finding your purpose. Finding your purpose. Finding your purpose. Okay. Yeah. So finding your purpose. It's whatever you're excited about now. Whatever you're fully present in right now. And if you're not fully present, maybe your presence is pointing somewhere else. I'm an excitement type of guy. Some are, and I'm pretty disciplined too. If I see the value of something. But yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing this. Just one viewer. It's been 7 minutes. It's probably a record. And no one watching. So, okay, 2 people. Probably time to start talking. Yeah, finding your purpose. And ask me questions, by the way, so I know you're there and I get more stuff to talk about. There's dog training over here. I can't see it. I don't know. Finding your goddamn purpose. Well, I need to figure out my purpose. That's why I'm talking now. Half of my live streams are me sharing something I've realized and being of service, and half of them are me looking for therapy and to empty my mind and perhaps to get some feedback. Yeah, I'm figuring. I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm just looking for inspiration. I'm waiting for the inspiration to come, and it may not come. I should at least not distract myself. If I'm not doing anything and if I'm not excited, I should just sit and do nothing. And I mean nothing. Not Netflix, not phone, not that kind of nothing. Actual nothing, purely nothing. Just sit. I mean, work out and do the body stuff, but just sit. Do my duties, my commitments. But other than that, just sit. And then I know what to do. Well, so what I will do is podcasts. That's one thing. And it makes me uncomfortable to, it's out of my comfort zone to book guests. Because immediately when I book someone, I'm either, oh no, now those 2 hours are gone. Or that whole day is gone because I'm going to think about it a whole day. Or I'm really excited about talking to the person and I'm like, okay, no, I'm going to screw it up. But I got to take that risk. So that's podcast. Number 2 is stand-up comedy. And I think the action I can take on that now is to just write and write and write jokes until I have them organized, and I feel like this is a product and I can actually say it now. It's good, it's done. Just like when you write a book and then you publish the book and then you talk about the book. So that's the stand-up thing. So that's 2, podcast, stand-up, and then conscious comedy. I call it conscious comedy because that's the kind of comedy that I think is useful for the world. Not comedy where I'm just making fun of something or people. Not like things I'm unconsciously pissed at or annoyed by. Okay? It has to be deeper. It has to actually provide the cosmic joke that, if you've heard some people talk about this, that life is a simulation and this is not really happening in the way we think, and that there's no separation between us. It seems like that in our minds, but when the default mode network gets reduced and when it gets dehanced or suppressed, we go beyond the ego consciousness, and we see that everything is one, or everything is nothing. Nothing's really happening. But that it's a wonderful type of nothing, because it's completely intimate and completely connected and free and loving. So that's the kind of comedy that I want to make. Comedy that actually takes people there. So those 3 things. And then, of course, continue to notice and observe, study, investigate my experience, to release more conditioning, social programming and cultural programming, limiting beliefs and beliefs that create conflict in me, and when I'm acting it out, create conflict outside of me. There's less and less of that. Keeps getting less. I mean, the conditioning keeps releasing. Life is pretty light. It's light. It's easy to walk around. I feel like air compared to some years ago. So keep doing that. And then there's those 3 things: podcast, stand-up, and conscious comedy. So that would be sketch comedy. That would be writing scenes, scripts, and performing them. Maybe create more TikTok videos. Yeah. So there's that. And what else? Maybe go on the street and spread what I just said. Spread that cosmic joke, that awareness of absolute freedom and connection. Realize that myself, and then go out to the streets and spread it through conversation, through jokes, through social experiments, perhaps. Yeah. So that's an idea. That's a 4th idea, in addition to podcast, stand-up, and sketch comedy. And I should probably stop there. Yeah. That's doable now. perhaps live stream, but now, I mean, maybe this is not the right YouTube channel to live stream about these kinds of things now. The channel is pretty much dead. I wonder how to, I'm not saying that it's over, it's just, and I'm not saying that it can't resurrect or that I won't resurrect on other places online, but I mean, it's not the same as it used to be. But man, I miss those days. I miss those days. I gotta get in. I gotta get back into that. I became very comfortable with just being with myself and being in the world, letting things be as they are, and not chase that social media attention, YouTube views. And if I do that again, it will be from a different ground framework. It has to be in order to bring more consciousness to the people. The hero's journey. Hero goes on a journey, finds a treasure, presence, consciousness, truth, realization, awakening, self-realization, freedom from suffering. And then he goes back, or she returns to the village and shares it with the people. That's every great hero's journey movie. Lord of the Rings, probably Star Wars. I don't know, I actually haven't watched Star Wars. Many movies. Interesting how just one person is here. I don't know. Last live stream, 20 people. This is also a sign. I could take it as a sign that I need to get my ass moving. My ass up in gear. How do I do that? When you've had a spiritual connection, a spiritual awakening. You're not the same. You're same, but not the same. You're not the same, but same. You're not insane, but same. I guess it's I gotta just do it. I gotta just do it. Do what? Do the podcast. Write those sketch comedies. Get angry when I'm angry. State my opinion when I have one. At least when I feel the pull. The calling. Be less shy of invading people's privacy. I had none of that. I had a lot less of that. Then I started feeling bad for people. I probably increased empathy and compassion. And maybe I also brought some more shame or guilt for joking around, disturbing people's days. But hey, I mean, they were all smiling and happy, so why should I feel? Maybe I wasn't really guilty. I was just excusing myself away from it. Or I was just not excited anymore. I gotta come to peace with that. And I am. Every time I talk about it, there's less. It's more clear that I'm gonna do other things. Okay, other things, other things, other things, other things, bro, other things. I don't know why people are not showing up here. No comments yet in 2021. Ah, wait a minute here. Wait a minute. Is this my extra channel? Is this my extra channel? I think it might be. I think this might be my extra channel. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna stop.